Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you to 6 in the City. The Chamber has announced that Capitol Talk is coming up the 28th of this month. Our Capitol has been talked about on everything from Saturday Night Live to Good Morning America.
So sure
So anyway, we'll see how that goes. But that'll be with the Chamber. That'll be at the Carl Grand Event Center coming up the 28th. We have a full show in this show today.
We do have a full show. We're going to be talking with Lolo and Lakin Bowman. Lakin is the owner of the 906.
Okay.
Lolo has got her own record company. It's No Reverse Records.
Right.
She's a partner with them.
Partner with them.
And they're expanding to the Jackson location. And then they're going to promote No Reverse. And then we have Music Vintage Art coming up.
Okay.
Right around the corner at the farmer's market. There's just a lot of stuff going on.
It's all Lolo all the time.
It is. And then our next segment, we're going to talk to Lolo again because we can't get enough of Lolo.
Coulda fooled me.
That's right. Can't get enough of Lolo because the Jackson Theater Guild's got To Kill a Mockingbird that's coming up. Billy Warboys is going to be with her as well. So, and we're going to find out when that is and what it's about. And Susan Fauner, with Director of Communications, and Bailey Bale, Director of Development with Augustine School, is here because they have a spring soiree. It's a hard word to say.
Okay,
spring soiree,
yeah.
Saturday, April the 22nd from 6 to 9. It's at Madison Downs. We're going to find out just exactly what this soiree is about.
I'll find out if I've ever soireed a time or two.
I don't. Yeah, we are not going to go there.
But I'm not sure.
Then we're going to talk to Alvino Douglas with Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Calandra Williamson. She's Delta Sigma Theta Sorority because there's a teen summit coming up. It's April the 22nd at JCM High School.
All right.
Find out more about that. And our entertainment today.
Oh, Hunter Cross and the Lost Boys.
That's right, and it's a full band, and we're excited.
We're excited about it. We're going to rock and roll a little bit today. Our alternative rocker, we're going to do something on this.
Live.
6 in the City.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after a sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We're pleased to welcome Calandra Williamson with us, and she's with Delta Sigma Theta, and Alvino Douglas is with us, and he is with
Omega Psi Phi.
Very good.
Fraternity. Had to say that slow to get it out right.
The fonts in this world are getting smaller. I don't know what's happening, but they are. And so it's good to have you both with us.
Thank you.
We got a teen summit that's coming up. It's going to be the 22nd of this month, so that'll be Saturday week as we do this show. On what day is this? The 11th?
Today's the 11th, yep.
And so we're getting ready for this. It's going to be at JCM?
Yes.
Correct. All right. So what is the history of this? You say it's been going on for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Steve, first of all, thank you for allowing us to be here with you
today.
Glad to have you.
It got started back, I want to say, a little bit over 20 years ago. We started at T.R. White Complex.
All right.
We went from there to Northside High School, and from Northside High School to Jackson Career Technology, and this will be the first one that we've had live since the COVID pandemic.
All right.
Okay, and the time is what time?
It'll be from 8:30 in the morning to 12 noon.
Do people need tickets to come to the event?
There is a flyer located on social media and also at all the local and middle high schools. It's a QR code on there, so we're asking if the teens can just scan that and register. We will also have several breakout sessions. for the teens. The breakout sessions will be over entrepreneurship, military life, cybersecurity as a career, mental health awareness. We will also have a representative from Blue Oval City that's going to come speak to the teens. Another important session, a very important one, is the positive interaction with the police in today's society. Financial literacy, social media usage, and also a session called You Are the Blueprint. But there will also be a parent session. So if the parents want to stick around, there's a parent session on co-parenting in today's society with Naja Hall. She was recently featured on the Tamron Hall show. So she's going to be doing that. Some of the sessions are going to be virtual, but a lot of them will be in person.
Where do you go then at JCM? It's going to be at JCM? Is that
Yes, it's going to be in the middle school.
in the middle school? Okay, because it's a pretty expanded campus.
Now, is there a cost for this?
There's no cost.
No cost,
And we
okay.
will be serving breakfast as well as lunch to the kids.
And when we say teens, are you including 13 to 18?
13 to
That
18.
is the correct.
That's the right age.
Okay. All right, so what have you seen as a result of this over these years then?
Well, we've had very positive feedback from it. We've had a lot of teens that go to college, and, just better themselves.
Okay. Well, I mean, the topics are certainly
Right, the
relevant.
sessions
Relevant,
have
definitely
expanded
relevant.
over the
Certainly are.
years.
Now, do they need to sign up for a specific session, or is this, they just attend whichever session they want to do? Is that how it works?
They'll get to choose. The mental health awareness session will be for all teens, because we
Okay.
feel like that's something that they all need to be a part of. So that's going to be our opening session, the mental health, and then they'll get to go to 2 to 3 different sessions. The sessions will be 20 to 30 minutes, so they'll get to choose that day when they get there.
Okay.
How did this get started?
It got started back, like I say, over 20 years ago. We both, the sorority and the fraternity, we have community projects that we have to do. So idea came up, why don't we team up together and do something for the youth?
Okay.
And so it's been collaborated for, like I said, over 20 years.
Okay.
And we are 20 plus years later, still going strong, right?
Well, certainly the topics are certainly relevant to what's happening out there today. So these speakers and organizers come from where?
Well, this year I tried to expand the speakers and try to get people, like for instance, the entrepreneurship breakout session will be with Trunetta Atwater. She's done a lot of big things locally in the city, so I knew she would be a great one to speak of. The cybersecurity one, it's going to be virtual, but this particular lady, Amber Jefferson, works with cybersecurity with the federal government. So she wants to talk to that. Blue Oval City would be Miss Sharonda Green.
Heard her this week at Rotary.
Yes.
I think she was on the news last night also.
Our mental health awareness would be with Dr. Marquita Abraham. She's a resident of Memphis, Tennessee, but she does a lot with the mental hospital in Bolivar. So she's a big advocate for young adults' mental awareness.
Excellent. Well, it's good to have you both with us. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying that we'll have one of Jackson Finance, our police department, Officer Kozar.
Okay.
He will be there speaking to the youth also.
Well, appreciate that. Hey, it took us 20 years to find out about that.
I know, right?
I know I was slow. I didn't realize I was that slow, but it's good to have you both with us.
Yes,
We
good
thank
to
you
have
for
you
that.
I
guys.
appreciate this initiative on part of both of these, this fraternity and sorority.
Right.
And that is Saturday the 22nd at JCM, starting at 8:30.
8:30.
Going till noon, breakfast
8:30
and
to
lunch.
noon. That's
So
right.
get signed up, QR code, and let's go. We'll be back with more as we continue. Six in the City.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification. Reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus Broadband Fiber Network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We're on the way to Hunter Cross and the Lost Boys.
That's right.
Coming up in just a few minutes. But we're delighted to have Lolo with us and Lake and Bowman with us. And we have several things to talk about, but one of those is a record label that is expanding into Jackson, Tennessee. And it is called No Reverse Records.
That's right.
By the way, it's good to have you both here.
Yes, it is.
Hi.
And
We're happy to be
We
here.
got a festival to talk about and some other things coming up. We're going to start with this record label. So what's happening here? This record label is out of New York.
So it started in New York City with my partners, Ashley Kate Adams and Mitchell Walker. And so the last 3 albums that I've made, I put out with them, the label No Reverse Records, my last 3 Lolo albums. And in that process, they've been coming here. We made all those records at Jackson Records in downtown Jackson. So as we've been working on everything, as they've been coming to the Jackson area to experience what we've got going on here, especially from the music side of things, they just became super interested in what's going on down here.
All right.
And through the process of making those 3 albums over the last year and a half, a huge passion of mine has wanted to get into, I've done a lot of songwriting for other artists and other bands, but I've always wanted to also produce albums for other bands as well. So, so Ashley functions, everybody is involved in the creative process, but Ashley also functions truly from the business side. Mitchell works on the production side, and so I will sort of now overtake this A&R position, which stands for Artist and Repertoire. So I'm involved in signing the new artists to our label, which is really exciting because there are a handful of artists, particularly over the last couple of years, that I've become very involved in their progress and their development. I don't really do a lot of, I hate to call it coaching because I hate that word in the world of entertainment. But yeah, there are a handful of people that I've been very involved in sort of the development of their music abilities. So it's exciting to have the opportunity to really sort of put our money where our mouth is and invest in those people and be producing their records and helping them achieve the goals that they want to achieve.
That's exciting.
What did they see here that attracted them to this? I mean, there's studios and pickers and musicians all over the world.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that really attracted them to the Jackson community and to the West Tennessee area is that there is a really big investment in supporting local, but also by supporting local, that can have huge reaches to the rest of the world. And there's an investment in the music community here that I think that they wanted to also be able to lift up further with their resources and bring more awareness to. I think that Jackson has a lot of incredibly talented artists from here that deserve to have a limelight shined around them. And so I think that their goal is to figure out how to constantly lift up this music community. Jackson has always been a place, especially years ago, that was truly instrumental in the development of music, how we got here. But a lot of people, I think that kind of fizzled out when some of those people retired or what have you. But that is still actually the case.
So the role of a record label now, one person I talked to said, well, what's missing in the record business today is records. Because, you used to carry them around to DJs in the back of your car and whatever, and that was distribution and airplay and everything else. So a record label today does what? They'll take these artists, they'll record them, produce this product, and that product goes where?
So our label works sort of in a lot of old school factions. We're trying to recreate some old school parts of the process, but with a new age mindset, if you will. We're not trying to come in and own everything. One of the things that's very special about us is we sort of operate a lot more like a music agency in some ways. The artists that record with us, they still own 100% of their material.
Wow.
So when you sign a lot of other record deals, you have to give 100% of your masters and all of this other craziness over. And we're not doing that. We take a small percentage of sort of a operating fee to keep us going. but they still literally get to own all of their material, which is a really big part of it.
Yeah.
The other thing that we're trying to create is a thing that, you know, I think exists with certain artists or in certain places, and we're really trying to create that here. We're really thankful to Jimmy Exum and Jerry Corley, who are helping us to facilitate some of those dreams. We're in the process of creating some very immersive music opportunities for people who are fans of record. They may not make records themselves, but they're fans of music, fans of the artists that are going to be coming and working with us.
They're talking in my ear. At Lolo and Lincoln Bowman are with us. We got an event that we're going to talk about. Right now, we're going to the main stage. These guys are live and direct. Good to have them back with us. This is Hunter Cross and the Lost Boys.
Watch the rain fall through houses, broken windows and shattered glass. These days my mind just stays clouded. Righteous living ain't easy, live this fast. Much has changed down here in this town. People around here still know your name. All the streets are still paved in full stone. I'm still sleeping in the Hall of Fame. Still I say you again. Still I say you again. Still I see you again. If it's the right time, I'll find you. If it's the right time, I'll find true. Some days it's hard just to look at you. You smile back at me in that picture frame, but I'm just living on the edge of a broken dream. These days my dreams, they all end the same, yeah. So you went and found yourself a new love. Now you live above the streets of LA. You went and bought yourself a new beginning, love. I'm still learning how to turn a page. Still I say you again.
Donating blood is safe, easy, and in less than an hour, you can save up to 3 lives. If you've donated with us before, thank you. We can't wait to see you again. If you've never donated before, now is the time. Give blood at Lifeline Blood Services today.
System Operational Achievement Recognition, the SOAR Award, is the American Public Gas Association's recognition for excellence in a natural gas utility. The award covers employee safety, system improvement, system integrity, workforce development. There are over 700 APGA members. In 2022, 14 of those systems received a SOAR Award. But the top-level gold SOAR Award, only one system, the Natural Gas Division of the Jackson Energy Authority. Being an industry leader is all a part of JEA today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Lifeline Blood Services provides blood to 17 hospitals and 12 AirVac services in 20 counties. To make your donation, you can come to one of our 2 locations today.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Some exciting news that was just shared with Lolo and Lakin Bowman with us. Lolo talking about No Reverse Records. Now we'll have a record label here. It's got a connection straight to New York. Going to utilize Jackson recording service in that studio. So another key step in developing and intensifying the music scene here. Yeah. Opportunity for artists.
Great opportunity for the artists here too. There's so much talent.
Lakin is with us because we're going to talk about the music and the Vintage Makers Music and Art Festival that is coming up May 6th and 7th. It's going to be the Farmers Market and the AMP. And I understand Hunter Cross and the Lost Boys are going to be there. They are. Among others.
Yeah,
so
they are.
What's this about?
All right, so my store is a vintage shop and a pottery studio. So I wanted to create an event that featured my 2 favorite things, which is vintage and art. So Ashley Kate Adams just happened to walk into my store one day as I was conceptualizing this idea, and she was like, incidentally, we would love to partner with you. And so it kind of bloomed from that. And then she knew Stephanie Riley, who is the owner of B3 Creative Agency. So it's the 3 of our businesses who are kind of curating this event. I'm in charge of the vendors under the farmers market. So I'm curating, there's 43 of us at the farmers market. We had an overwhelming amount of applications. It really just blew me away. Okay. Yeah, we've got people coming from Minnesota, Mississippi, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Nashville, all over the place.
Wow.
And a lot of local artists as well. So it's been really nice to see all that come together.
No doubt.
All right, so this will be set up under the farmers market? Is that cool?
Yes, at the farmers market, the vendors are going to be under the awning, and then the music's going to be at the amp. And then on Sunday, we're going to do an acoustic set a little bit closer into the farmers market awning as well.
All right, so the hours then, May 6th and 7th, will be what?
May 6th is going to be from 4 to 9 p.m., so it's going to be a night event. And then on Sunday, it's going to be 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay. I was wondering how that was going to work with farmers market, but hey, works out perfect.
Yeah.
Is there a fee?
It's free admission.
Free admission.
Free admission.
All right.
So get them there and then take the money.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
No
There you
doubt. 43 vendors. I mean,
That's right.
you're going to spend your money somewhere.
There will be something for everyone.
That's
I can
exactly
guarantee.
It
right.
doesn't cost anything to get in, but the beer is $40.
Yeah. We're also going to have tons of food trucks lining the streets as
I
well.
was just going to say, I bet there's food there.
Yeah, so if you love music or food or vintage or art, one of those things you're surely to love.
Well, let's talk about the music side of this. So Hunter Cross is going to be there, the Lost Boys. Who else?
Hunter Cross, we've got Lolo here, and then music by
We have another local band, Music by Coda, that will also be performing.
Yeah.
And then No Reverse Records is the other partner in all of that. And so we are also bringing 2 other people that are already signed artists on the No Reverse Records roster. They're both bands are coming from New York City.
Wow.
Kapani is one of the bands, and Kyle Lacey is the other solo artist.
Now that will be set up on Saturday at the AMP.
That will be at the AMP, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be live at the AMP. It's free admission for all of that, so people can come out. You know, that's part of what we are so excited about partnering in this type of an event is we're not just trying to be like a record company where people can go and record in a building, but we're also really trying to create music experiences here in our community. So we were thrilled to be able to do that.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Now, do you guys have a Facebook page or a website that people can go to get the lineup?
Yep, Facebook page, website. It's going to be vintagemakersfest.com and then Vintage Makers Music and Arts Festival. And if you're looking to get involved, we have a volunteer sheet on the website.
Okay.
And then we also have sponsorship opportunities. So we've got some headline sponsors right now, which is B3 Creative Agency and Jackson Hidden Tracks. And there are headline sponsors. They're providing so much support for us. And then we've got some platinum sponsors, Out Front and Hub City Brewing. Gold sponsors, the UPS store in Rockando, and then a t-shirt sponsor, Leaders Credit Union, as well as some silver sponsors, the AMP series with additional support from downtown Jackson, and Earthborn Goods. We also want to say, too, that this is going to be a Keep Jackson Beautiful litter-free event.
Okay.
All right.
Lots of
That
ways
sounds like
to get
it's going to
involved.
be a great opportunity for anything you
We're
want.
making some steps here.
The exciting thing about this event is that we're not just trying to do this once. We're trying to make this a yearly occurrence.
Okay.
So it's exciting that for this first year, the response has been, especially on the vendor side,
Vendor
what
side,
it is.
right.
And we're excited to bring the music side of that and create an expectation there as well for the years following. And we're excited for Hub City Brewing. They're going to be the sort of beer sponsor as well. We have some fun things we're unveiling with all of that as well. So just a lot of support. We're grateful.
Are you open to any more vendors?
That's going to be Saturday.
Or are your vendors closed?
We don't have any more space, but next year we are going to try and get some more space. Yes.
Yeah, they maxed out
build
real
out,
quick.
Build out the farmers market, right?
Yes.
Here we go.
They're
Watch
going to
out,
bulldoze
Mr.
a
Bruce.
couple of buildings downtown.
Watch out, Mr. Bruce. Here they come.
Create some additional space.
That's
It's
right.
good to have you both
It
here.
is
This
good to have you,
exciting.
ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. All right. And Lola's staying with us. Billy Warboy is going to be added to the set. But right now we're going back to the main stage. This is Hunter Cross and the Lost Boys.
That's right.
Losing your light. She got me on my knees now, begging for mercy. Ain't no need to listen. That's why I said. You got what it takes to love. Yeah, no, I'm heading and stressing, 'cause I got thinking to do. Know me, love me, leave me, begging for mercy. Ain't no need stressing, 'cause you got, yeah.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
That's my neighbor Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Boys has joined us, and Lolo is still with us. Shouldn't have anything else to do in her life.
We're just gonna.
She did change things.
Let's keep her here for the whole show.
Would have been really
so
funny
we got a
if I
record
would have
label,
been a
the
costume.
Music and Arts Festival coming up, and right in the midst of all this, we're going to get serious.
That's right.
Jackson Theater Guild is presenting To Kill a Mockingbird. There'll be a preview showing of that, the last dress rehearsal, and that's going to be the 19th, next Wednesday.
Wednesday, right.
And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with performances at 7:30, and then there will be Saturday and Sunday matinees at 2. Get tickets at jtgonline.com. Let's get ready to go. All right, so let's get serious. You're dropping this right in the middle of the season here. So what's going on?
Well, you know, it's been 10 years since we've visited the people of Macomb, Alabama, and Harper Lee's beautifully written Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, To Kill a Mockingbird. So, you know, it's one of those
Who
like
did
going
the
back.
play?
That was written by doggone it. The screen was written by Horton Foote.
Okay.
Yeah, he did that version of it.
Just trying to give credit to him credit's due out there.
So,
all right,
yeah,
so it's been 10 years since you've done this. All right, so in rotating, this is what's going through your mind or y'all's mind or whatever. So let's do this. Yeah.
So y'all are co-directing it.
We are. You know, we had so much fun doing A Christmas Carol back in December. We said, you know, let's do this again.
So in co-directing, who does what then?
Who does what? Is a great
Those lines are blurred. Yeah. Well, obviously with Lolo.
Excuse me, you're in my lane.
No, not at all. We work seamlessly. Typically, Lolo's schedule is so busy, I'll do the front end blocking and such of that, kind of the grunt work of getting everything. Here's where you're going to stand. Here's what you're going to say when you do that. And we'll start working on, you know, building up the dialogue to some degree. But obviously, I always turn to her when we start doing more of the character developments and such. Say, look, would you pull her aside or him aside and kind of get in their head, let them understand a little bit better about what this character's thinking, what their motivations are and whatnot. And so it's wonderful to have somebody that can do that as opposed to finding a time to
It is
do
really
yourself.
a nice part of the process to be able, for both of us to sort of look both macro and micro kind of at the same time and sort of work in tandem. And there are times where one of us really needs to take the macro and one of us needs to take the micro.
Okay.
And it's been a really seamless process because, you know, I think at the end of the day, when you're getting to work with people from the community who really pour all of their resources into this awesome theater company at Jackson Theater Guild, you know, it's such a beautiful team of people that Billy has built there, and the way that they curate their seasons, the working environment there is the type of environment that is very easy to be a part of because it's everybody gets to be involved in such a great way where everybody's really heard, and then we sort of get to take everybody, bring in their best selves to the table kind of thing, and just help morph that into this beautiful piece of art that people get to come and watch come alive.
So how many are in the cast?
It's 20-ish,
Okay.
20-ish, yeah. Of course, you got the kids. Jim Dillon Scout, played by Darcy Rice is our scout. We've got
Grayson Diamond is playing Jim
and
Finch.
Levi Troge is Dill. They're really
Some of
delightful.
these new to the
They
group?
are.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, typically Theater Guild, we're a little bit more of the adult age group for our participation. But, you know, we do shows like It's a Wonderful Life. We do things, Christmas Story. And we always look forward to the opportunities where we can bring in the kids because they are a joy to work with. They really are.
When you're doing something that has been performed and we have to read this in school, I mean, are used to. I've been out of school.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if they still. Hopefully they still do.
So, you know, then that adds to the challenge, I would think.
It does. You know, there's a lot of those things years ago when we started doing things like It's a Wonderful Life, which is so entrenched in George Bailey and Jimmy Stewart and all those roles, going, how can we possibly do this? But oddly enough, once a character, an actor takes that role on, we don't encourage similarity. We're not looking to imitate those iconic roles, but to make them own. And obviously, once you start saying the words and you start becoming that, taking on that character, you give it your own personality. And yes, there are some similarities maybe, and it's not as intimidating as one might think.
I think it's easy for, this is a show that everybody knows. Like, even if you don't know it very well, you at least know the title and you know vaguely what it's about, right? So it can be a challenge when you're trying to put on a show like this, or honestly, even the show we did at Christmas time, A Christmas Carol, right? There's a lot of different versions that exist out there. And so, like Billy said, to just give it a new look through the viewfinder.
It's good to see that different interpretation.
Yeah, because the truth
something that somebody you may even know is in the cast.
Oh,
so
more
it's
than likely,
relatable at that point in time.
And there's always something to be learned from every new way you see it performed, I think. And a new person saying it a new way, their own way, and their portrayal. Yeah, there's always something new to be learned from
Theater Guild does amazing work here, and they have been doing it for decades. To Kill a Mockingbird. That's coming up next week. The preview party is, and the final dress rehearsal is Wednesday the 19th, and it'll be at 7:30 or 6:30?
The 6:30 the party starts, yep.
And then 7:30 on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and that'll take us all the way into Sunday then for the Saturday and Sunday matinees at 2. Tickets are available now at jtgonline.com.
That's it.
You can risk it and wait to get them at the door, but you may run into a sold-out sign.
That's
so
true.
We'll see. It's your choice.
Get your tickets.
It's a beautiful show.
Always.
Yeah, we're excited about it. Thank you for having us.
Thank y'all for being here.
We're going to shift gears. We're going to soiree. We're going to have a pet adoption and everything else.
I think we
and
have.
More music.
I think we have a special furry guest in the studio today.
I think it's all coming up as we continue. Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, and any way you can imagine.
For 9 years, the READ team has helped over 2,200 second graders read better through coaching and friendships. Students have increased their word recognition by as much as 300%. Reading on grade level opens the door for Google searches, driver's licenses, and career opportunities. Invest 1 hour a week to give our second graders every chance to read on grade level. Go to thereadteam.org to sign up. The READ Team, changing our community one word at a time, in partnership with JMCSS, Leaders Education Foundation, and United Way of West Tennessee. But you already knew that because you can read.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Well, we're going to soiree here.
Yes, we are.
For the spring. We're going to do this April the 22nd. We got a couple of distinguished guests with us. Susan Forbert is with us, and Bailey Bell. And Bailey is the Director of Development, and Susan is the Director of Communications at the Augustine School. And so this is coming up what time on the 22nd?
6 to 9 p.m.
6 to 9 p.m.
And
it's
Madison Downs.
Madison Downs, okay. All right,
now, do we need to get tickets for this?
You do. And you can follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and the link to the tickets is there.
Okay.
We have sold out of tables, but there are a few general admission tickets left.
And general admission is how much?
$50 a ticket. It's a fundraiser. Did we mention that?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't think we did.
Fundraiser.
Yeah.
Like not FUN.
Magic words for the Director of Development. There better be a fundraiser.
Now, is this the first time you guys have done the spring soiree?
This is our third.
Okay.
It's the second year at Madison Downs.
All right, second year at Madison. So what happens?
Well, we do a silent and live auction, and we also do some entertainment. So last year, we had some piano guys down from Nashville doing dueling pianos. This year, we've got Jackson's own trivia personality, Matt. What's Matt's last name? Well,
Matt the trivia guy.
Matt the trivia guy.
guy.
You can see him at Blacksmith, some of the places downtown. He's coming up to do some trivia for us as entertainment this time, so there'll be some fierce competition between tables.
I'm sure there will be.
And Steve, I know you had a question about whether you had attended a spring soiree before.
Yeah.
So according to Google, a soiree is a fancy evening affair. So I think you've been soireeing for a while.
I think he's soireed many times.
I want to make sure the definition before you admit to doing it. You know what I mean?
And the trivia that night is 80s trivia,
80s
right?
and some intergenerational 90s and 2000s for the younger folks, too.
So can you dress in decade for
You
that?
can dress however you want, business
Okay.
casual or decades. It is your choice.
Okay. All right. So third year you've done this. All right. Tell us about the Augustine School. What do you want people to know about it?
Yeah, sure. So the Augustine School is a pre-K through 12th grade private Christian classical school here in Jackson.
Okay.
We've been around for over 20 years. And as we look to the next 20 years, we're really focused on growth and who we feel like God has called us to be in the community. If you look at classical education as a whole, it really focuses on understanding the whole child and educating the whole child, not just teaching to a test or looking at specific subjects, but understanding how God has created the whole child, and we're going to teach from that holistic approach.
Okay. What is different about that approach? Is there a different technique? Curriculum? What makes it?
Yeah, I think it's all it's integrated. Would probably be the best way to describe it. It's integrated, where your math connects very seamlessly to maybe what you're learning in Bible class, and so all the educational approach is integrated together in a sense where it's not divided off. Maybe traditional education would approach it that way.
The Augustine School is located where?
1171 Old Humboldt Road. We're just past the Star Center on the left if you're looking for us. Yeah.
Because not everyone is familiar with Augustine. It's like I said, it's 2 decades here.
Correct.
But it's not the largest of the private schools here.
Smaller school,
But it's had a
school,
real distinct history and element here.
Yeah, and I think that small, intimate approach in the classroom environment is really who we are, and we're not gonna deviate from that. We want our teachers and our students to have that close personal connection.
It makes a difference. It really does.
The spring soiree is coming up in Madison Downs. It'll be from 6 until 9 on April the 22nd. $50 tickets. Tables are sold out.
Tables are sold out, but you can
$50 tickets are still available.
Still participate in the silent auction even if you don't attend. So check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, so the silent auction will be on there.
Online.
Now, when does it go live? Is it live now?
Silent auction goes live Monday, April 17th and ends at 8 p.m. on the 22nd.
Oh, we got plenty of time then, don't we?
We got some great stuff from some local Jackson merchants, great donations. So check it out.
All right, so how do I get there? I go to what now?
Go to Facebook or Instagram to our pages, and you can link to our auction website from there.
So that is Augustine School Jackson? Or Okay. All right, so there you go.
We'll just find that out. Start bidding on
If you show up late, got $50, $75, Susan will get you in.
That's right. She won't turn you down.
She's not.
No, you may have to stand in the
If
back
she does,
corner.
if
but
she does, Bailey will say, look, come with me. It's good to see
Thank you,
both.
guys.
Nice
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on the success of this school, too.
That's right.
It's a real special addition to the education here in Jackson and Madison County. We're going back to the main stage to welcome once again Hunter Cross and the Lost Boys.
I can't seem to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. Can't sleep because my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa better. Run, 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 run away. Oh, oh. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better. Run, 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 run away. Oh, oh, oh. You start a conversation, you can't even finish it. You're talking a lot, but you're not saying anything. When I have nothing to say, my lips are sealed. Say something once, why say it again? Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better run, 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 run away. Oh, psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better run, 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 run away. Oh, psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better run, 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 run away. Oh, psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better run, 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 run away. Oh.
It stands out in the landscape. It's the newest and largest water tank in the JEA system. Located northeast of McKellar-Sipes Airport, it holds 2.5 million gallons of water. Construction costs just shy of $4 million. But it will supply water and the water pressure necessary to sustain fire hydrants in an expanding industrial and commercial area of Jackson. Meeting needs and building for the future, all a part of JEA today.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With UtiliCare, you can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/UtiliCare.
Whitney Owen is with us.
And she
we got
brought
a colleague.
special friend. Look at this face.
He's already taken a
He's
liking to you.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
He's so cute.
Well, Whitney, tell us about this
Baby.
friend of ours.
This is Otter. Otter is a little over a year old.
Okay.
He came into the animal care center after being found criminally neglected and abandoned.
Oh, wow.
As thin as he is, he's actually gained about 10 pounds since he's been
Wow.
Is that right?
He's doing great, though. Turns out he is the bestest boy and deserves all of the lovin's. He is crate trained. He is kid, cat, and other dog friendly. He's never met a stranger, as you can tell.
You know tricks.
He wants to grow up the ladies and just be everybody's buddy. So he's just a good dude all the way around.
All right. And so, well, I'm dropping stuff here.
And he's a mix of.
We have no idea.
Just a mix. Heinz 57, right?
Yes. He strongly resembles a Scottish deerhound or a miniature Irish wolfhound. But
I was thinking
those
that
are
Irish
very
wolf.
rare around here. So probably not.
Wow.
The fur is what reminded
Very
me
unique.
of that. Yeah.
Very unique.
Yeah, but he's a pretty low shedder. Right now, he's kind of blowing the coat because the healthy hair is growing back in now that he's got decent nutrition. But once that calms down, he'll just
And he'll get to, healthy weight for him would be what?
55-ish pounds. Well, he's about 15 pounds away from that right now.
Okay.
But he's building healthy muscle tissue and
Did
well on his
someone
way.
find him then and bring him in, or did y'all do an investigation?
Somebody found him. Basically, in the scenario that we find him, as emaciated as he was, it's almost always they've been confined and denied food.
Goodness.
And then when somebody gets afraid they're going to be in trouble, or they think that the dog's beyond saving, they'll take them out and dump them, and then we find them after that.
Oh, wow. So he had a long comeback then.
He did.
Okay.
So is he available for adoption yet?
He is. He was
Okay.
finally healthy enough for his surgery last week, so he's been neutered.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is heartworm negative. He is current on all of his vaccines, and just as a precaution with the condition that he was in when he was found, a lot of times when they're that emaciated, they go into organ failure and they have kidney issues. So we had him had his blood checked and everything. He has no kidney or liver issues, and other than just being runway model skinny, he is really healthy.
All right, so he's ready to go.
Yes.
He's so sweet. Look at him.
He is.
Being
He's
so good.
literally never met a stranger. He's a great dude.
He seems like it. And he's so loving. Somebody needs to give you a home. Yes,
Saying I
they
walk
do.
well on a leash, and I sit for treats, and I don't jump on strangers if we're walking.
Oh, wow. And you said cat and kid friendly?
He loves everybody. He's real curious about my hamster. I have an office hamster at the shelter, and he's real curious about the hamster. But other than that, we haven't seen any cause for concern with any other animals.
Yeah.
Okay,
So.
well, great. All right.
Come on, buddy.
Now we
Well, how's everything else going at the
Yeah.
shelter? What are we overrun with kittens?
Eyeball deep as always. We had 915 dogs and 847 cats come to the shelter last year.
Oh, wow.
And we are very much on track to top those numbers this year.
This
So
year, is that right?
it is very much an everyday, all hands on deck kind of situation. We've actually reached the point where we've had to stop going out to pick up friendly strays because we just don't have anywhere to put them.
Yeah, yeah.
So the medical emergencies and the threats to the community, the aggressive ones, obviously have to take precedence. Hey, come here, bud.
Okay.
He's like, I'm just checking
Speaking of all this,
everything out.
the Jackson Animal Care Center, their fur ball, big social events coming up the Saturday night, the 29th. It's going to be at the, where's it going to be, 6 until 10?
From 6 to 10 at the Jackson Country Club.
At the Jackson Country Club. From 6 until 10, there'll be a dinner, silent auction, pet parade, followed by live music from Magi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's a great night. And so how do we get tickets?
So they're available on Eventbrite. The link is pinned to the top of our Facebook page if anybody can't find it. But it's 2023furball.eventbrite.com. Tables are still available as well. Tickets are $100 a person. We are city funded as far as the shelter itself goes, but all of our medical care is funded directly through donations and fundraisers. So every penny of the money that we raise from the fur ball is going to go towards medical care for guys like for guys and gals like Otter here, and then also it funds our spay and neuter program for the city.
Oh, is that right?
So
Okay.
through
So important work.
Plenty of opportunity.
Well, through our adoption program and our spay and neuter program, we've provided spay and neuter surgery for more than 4,000 animals in Madison County in the last 3 years. So it is a big deal because it's the only
So
humane way to control the
2,000
population.
2,000 animals going through last year.
Almost, yeah.
Almost 2,000.
Yeah, just a hair under 1,800.
Wow.
Yep.
And if people don't have the opportunity to come to the fur ball, they can still make a donation.
Oh,
right, to the
absolutely.
Animal
I'll
Care
take your
Center.
money shamelessly. You don't have to, I would love for you to show up and have a drink and eat dinner with us and have a good time and get some lovin's with the critters.
With the critters,
I'll take your money either
'cause
way.
There's a pet parade, right?
Yes, we have a red carpet pet parade. We're going to have about a dozen of our adoptable animals dressed to impress and strolling down the red carpet for everybody's enjoyment.
Well, Otter's a delight.
He
We
is.
appreciate you very much.
Yeah, thanks for
Appreciate the
bringing
work you're
Otter.
doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
He's excited about his field trip.
We're going to be right back with more as we continue. Fur Ball's the 29th at the Country Club. We'll continue 6 in the city.
Hey, have you heard about 4 Minute City? Do you know what it is?
Our city has over 100 sudden cardiac arrests every year.
That's why the 4 Minute City program was created.
By placing easy-to-use defibrillators in homes and businesses throughout Jackson, we can save lives.
This is not some hypothetical. This is real.
But it's up to us. Want to do something good?
Come on, Jackson, get involved.
You just might save my life.
And I might save yours.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
All right, so we're going to hope that Otter finds a home here.
Yeah, he should.
He's
He
done
is
a remarkable
so
recovery.
loving.
Right?
What a sweet dog.
The Innovation Cup is coming up this week. It's a technical competition
That's
featuring
right.
some students from colleges and universities here. I think over 60 students are going to
That's
participate
right.
this year, which is a record number. Carrie Brooks has worked hard to put all that together, and we appreciate the work that she has done. And the pickleball
That's right.
is taking over.
It is. It's the Hub City Bring On Spring Pickleball Tournament. It is coming up April 14th through the 16th
That's
at
this
Conger
weekend.
Park,
Conger
right here
Park.
in Jackson. That's right. You can register at pickleballbrackets.com. They have singles, doubles, mixed doubles, any age, 50 over brackets, round robin, times to be determined.
All right.
So if you're into pickleball,
Fastest
you want to do
growing
the
sport
tournament.
in America.
That's
Here we go.
exactly right. And then also the Tennessee River Rendezvous is the 14th through the 15th. It's in Saltillo, Tennessee.
Okay.
At the Smith Family Farm. That's at 215 Ashley Road. It's from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's reenactments and lots of historical events. So should be interesting. Then the first Friday art walks are
That's
starting.
right.
So
This Friday.
on the 14th.
Okay.
They're from 3 to 6 p.m. right here in downtown Jackson. So, and then Drake White's going to be at Hub City Brewing on the 14th. It's at 7 p.m. That's Friday. So lots of stuff going on.
I want to say congratulations to Katie Hale, the Scarlet Rope, and she was selected the Hub City Hero
She was.
for the month of March, and they've got a crawfish
The crawfish boil.
coming up on the 22nd, so that'll be next week. Board of Education meets Thursday.
That's
I'll
right.
be here on EPlus TV6. Had these guys in for Studio 6 today, so we'll be watching for them. These are selections that are coming up from a new EP, right, or album that Hunter's done. We're going to close out with Hunter Cross and the Lost Boys.
See you next week.
Someone's come to this, my true love. Someone set you free. Someone's come to this, my true love. Someone let me be. We've been wait, don't find me. Drop me a deal. Seem to take in 1,000 years, love. Realize on my fear. Well, someone save me. Now look from myself. Someone's come to this, my true love. All I know is a lie. You kissing on before me, and let it die. Never me from